Always that we see saints, we should understand our life successful. So like they were doing some fire sacrifice, very big fire sacrifice in Dwarka. The name of the fire sacrifice is Vishwasanta Mahaji. All the great Brahmanas and great Rishis were giving swaha to the fire sacrifice. But when Narada Rishi came, Vasudeva Maharaj stood up and said, "Stop the fire sacrifice. It's not necessary to do fire sacrifice anymore." Why? Because the personification of the result of this fire sacrifice has come here. So they put Narada sitting on the throne of Lord Vasudeva Maharaj. Vasudeva Maharaj also performed Abhishek to the feet of Vasudeva Maharaj, took his Charanamrita and gave to everyone also to benefit of the country, for the benefit of the country. And then he said, this human birth is so rare. Even more rare than this human body is to get the darshan of an associate of Lord from Vaikuntha. This human body is so rare. But even more rare than that is to have the darshan of the devotees of Lord. Okay, every day you have the darshan of the deity. But the deity is not speaking to us. No, not speaking anything. The saints speak with us. So if you get the mercy of Bhagavan, Shankara himself told to Parvati, if somebody doesn't have the mercy of Bhagavan, the person will not see a saint. And without meeting a saint, also cannot get the mercy of Bhagavan. You cannot find Bhagavan, meet Bhagavan. So Dhruva did the austerities and Krishna appeared and said, "Yes, for benediction," Narayana told. And he said, "Prabhu, just give me association of the devotees." Then the Krishna told, Narayana told, "I already gave you a darshan, but why do you want to still have the association of the sadhus?" Dhruva said, "I want to listen to Harikatha. Everything I got was by the mercy of Narada Rishi. So if you have the darshan of saints, you should understand everything is successful." So today Shripad Bhan Maharaj so mercifully has come here. So big claps for him. Applause for him. Jai. So this is a temple in Vrindavan. This temple is of Srila Bhakti Swarup Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj, Diksha Guru of Shripad Sridhar Maharaj, who is having the Bhagavatam Satta here.
Radhika Sadare Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarurvasya Kripa Sindhava Divaja Patitanam Bhagunebho Vaishnavebho Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurapise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Devanavando Jagatpate Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namaste Bhakta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Sri Gaurava Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
First of all, my obeisance to my Guru Padma, Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Astutarashat, Srimad Bhaktivedanta Shlavamana Gurupra Maharaj, and also to Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Astutarashat Srimad Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayana Goswami Maharaj, the lotus feet which remove all the fear. My unlimited obeisances are for to them. After that, some obeisances to Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Astutarashat Goswami Maharaj, and also to Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Astutarashat Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, and also my obeisances to the speaker seated on Vyasasana, Om Vishnupad Astutarashat Srimad Bhaktivedanta Sridhar Maharaj Ji, and also to the feet of all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. Please accept my Dandavat Pranams accordingly. So doing the beautiful Bhagavad Saptah here, very beautiful way, a big festival of bliss, happiness going on here. I came only to see. Actually, I haven't ever come in this temple. I didn't even know how to come to this temple. First time I came to this temple was today. I came straight. Please forgive my any offense. So I don't know exactly where was the temple, but somehow I came here. So I only speak 2 words. I don't even know how to speak. But anyway, Maharaj manifested so much eagerness and told me that I should come. I said, okay, I'll go. This previous speaker spoke so well about the Shihadeva appearance. Especially he was speaking about the Gajendra story in such a beautiful way. He was speaking, this previous speaker. So much happiness to listen to that. Maharaj gave me order to speak 2 words only about Bali Maharaj. That I should speak something about Bali Maharaj. So how can I speak about that? First of all, I'm not the original Hindi speaker. I cannot cultivate you with many Hindi verses, but still I'll try to speak 1 or 2 words. So this to the feet of Guru Padma. Okay, so Guru Nishadeva appeared. Nishadeva killed Hiranyakashipu. And then after that, he also gave a benediction to Prahlada Maharaj. All these are beautiful stories explaining the Shastras. Generally, we see that if the father is devotee, then the son should also be devotee. But if the devotee is a devotee, we think also his offspring will also be devotees, we think. But in this connection, Srimad Bhagavatam shows a different sequence. Hiranyakashipu, he was a demon. The son of Hiranyakashipu was Prahlad. He was a devotee. The son of Prahlad was Virochan. Virochan was not a devotee. His son, the son of Virochan was Bali Maharaj. How Bali Maharaj got the mercy of Lord? So in the Srimad Bhagavatam we see all this explanation. Sukadeva Goswami told all these kathas to Parikshit Maharaj. How God appeared in this world? He appeared from his transcendental world. Sukadeva Goswami Pada, Bhagavan comes with his associates from the spiritual world, with his abode also. He comes to this world and he manifests his world also here. If somebody hears about his pastimes, remember his pastimes, sees his pastimes and become absorbed, this person will be able to attain the abode of Lord. All the pastimes of a Lord are sweet. Which katha is not sweet? All the kathas are sweet, but still, pastimes of Krishna is so beautiful. So now we're going to describe. Hare Krishna sound is okay. English translation sound is okay. Haribol. So about Vamanadeva Katha. So the introduction is that in Satyuga there was Prishna and Sutapa. They were a couple who performed hard austerities to Lord Narayana. Narayana became pleased and told, ask for a benediction. Sounds okay, Haribol? So they prayed to Bhagavan. We want to have a son like you. And Bhagavan told, it's not possible to have a son like me. I'm only one. It's not possible to have a son like me. I'm unique. But still, Bhagavan told, hey Parishna and Sutapa, listen to me. You performed hard austerities and this fruit will never go in vain. For 3 births, I will be born as your son, okay? And these 3 births, in these 3 births, I will also remind you about the situation. So in this way, Bhagavan gave benediction to Krishna and Sutapa. In the first count, Bhagavan came as the son of Krishna and Sutapa. His name was Prishni Garba, name of God, Prishni Garba. Then after that, Swayam Bhagavan came in the form of Vamanadeva. In this moment, Krishna and Sutapa, both of them, they came as Kashyap and Aditi. They were no one else. In the 3rd birth, Krishna and Sutapa, they appeared as Devaki and Vasudeva. And in this moment, Bhagavan appeared as Vasudeva, Krishna. And in this moment, Swayam Bhagavan also appears in the jail of Kamsa and told all this katha to them. So our acharyas describe all this. Okay, now let's describe about Bali Maharaj Katha. According to time, everything happens according to time. Sometimes the demons become really powerful. Sometimes the demigods become powerful. Always there is a fight between demigods and demons, always. Our acharyas explain who is a demon and who is a demigod. First of all, let's see. There's a verse in Padma Purana explaining who is demon, who is a demigod. The person who worships Bhagavan is a demigod. Those who are contrary to Lord, that are not doing bhajan, they are demons. Those who are not devotees, they are demons. The devotees of Lord, they are demigods. Even though we hear about these demigods in Swargaloka, etc., Indra, we hear about Indra and other demigods. But our acharyas explain, these are only posts. Just like to be a prime minister is a post. It's not like someone who is always the prime minister, it's just a post. When someone gets the position of prime minister, then we call this person prime minister, together with his name. We will call and respect this person in this way. In this way, if some jiva, some soul, performs some good auspicious activities,
साधन भजन करते करते
The Jiva performs bhajan and sadhana slowly, slowly. The Jiva attains one position
अनेक पद को प्राप्त करने
the Jiva gets disposed in, for example, the position of Brahma, position of Shiva as well.
इसके विवरण हमारे आचार्य पाद
Our acharyas, especially Srila Rupa Goswami, describe this in detail in the book Laghu Bhagavatamrita. Sanatana Goswami also in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, they describe all this in detail.
किस प्रकार
How?
कैसे प्रकार वो शाम को प्राप्त आदि करते रहते हैं
How, which kind of Jiva get which position and how is this, which kind of Jiva? Like for example, those who get the position of Brahma are the people who for 100 births they have followed all the Varnashram Dharma. And the person can get the post of Lord Brahma. But in some kalpas, days of Brahma is not possible to find the Jiva qualified as this way, as it is. So Bhagavan himself, he performs the duty of Brahma. So there are two kinds of Brahmas, Bairaj Brahma, and this Bairaj Brahma is actually Jiva Tattva, the soul, normal soul. Another is Hiranyagarbha Brahma. So when we cannot get this Jiva, special Jiva who can have the position of Brahma, then Bhagavan himself, he performs the duty of Brahma of creation. The name of this Brahma is called Hiranyagarbha Brahma. So our acharyas, the Shastra explains this. So we're hearing about the story of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was really powerful, and he had conquered Svarga, Marta, Patal, the three worlds. Then the demigods, they left Svargalok, and they were running here and there. Seeing this, the mother of the demigods, Aditi, she prayed to Kashyapa Rishi. Then by the mercy of Kashyapa Rishi, Bhagavan Vamanadeva appeared. Bali Maharaj was very religious, he used to do fire sacrifice, and he used to give a lot of charity in his fire sacrifices. So before the fire sacrifice, when Bali Maharaj was going to give the donation, at that moment, Swayam Bhagavan, God, came, Vamanadeva came in that fire sacrifice place. Also Ratnabali, when she saw the beautiful form of Vamanadeva, she became so enchanted, like, she thought in her mind, wow, if he would be my son, I would breastfeed him. So this kind of Vatsala rasa appeared in her heart. And then Swayam Bhagavan, in his mind he gave benediction to her. Look, certainly, very quickly, I will drink milk from your, like I will suck your milk breast milk. Actually, because Bhagavan is Vanchakalpataru, like a desire tree. Whichever desire you have when you come to Bhagavan and you pray to him in anything, Bhagavan will fulfill all the desires, all your desires. So after that, when Vamanadeva Bhagavan came, Vamanadeva Bhagavan came and told Bali Maharaj, I want 3 Padbhumi, 3 step land. Bali Maharaj left. Wow, look, I'm the king. So you come to the king. Imagine if somebody comes to a king and asks for a pumpkin. 1 pumpkin. So this is ridiculous. Because in Bengal, the lowest of all the vegetables is pumpkin, the pumpkin. The pumpkin is so cheap, so cheap. I saw at the time in the market, very hard to sell pumpkin at the time. Because it grows everywhere and gives fruit anywhere. So in Bengal, they say even one thing. If you eat 80 times 100 kilos, 80 times 100 kilos means what? 8 tons, no? 8,000 kilos of pumpkin, it will give you only 1 drop of blood. Means this pumpkin has no value, like nutritional or anything. So, Bali Maharaj told, You are so small, and your intelligence is also small. You came to the king, you should ask for a village. So you should ask for gold, for diamonds, for something like that. And then you're asking for 3-step lands. Vamanadev told, I'm only asking for 3-pad bhumi, 3-step lands, and counted like measured in my foot size. 1, 2, 3, 3-step land or 3-foot land, measured in my foot. 3-foot land, 3 foot of land. Then, but Bhagavan said, okay, if you want to give me this, first you have to do Achman. But at that time, in that assembly, Shukracharya, the guru of Bali Maharaj, was also present. Who was the guru of Bali Maharaj? Shukracharya. Shukracharya is a cheater, actually. It's Vishnu, this guy. Vishnu has come. And then Shukracharya tried to explain to Bali Maharaj, he'll steal everything from you, he'll take everything. Bali Maharaj in his moment told, wow, actually I'm most fortunate. The Lord of all the unlimited universes, Swayam Bhagavan, today he has come to me, asking for, begging for alms. Who can be more fortunate? Like this is such a good fortune. Actually, Bali Maharaj is giving teaching to us. Upanishad explains. Whenever we see in this world belongs to God. We didn't bring anything with us. And we came with our hands shut, like a fist, and we will die with hands open. Maharaj, he tells these beautiful kathas. I don't speak really so much these kathas. He does a lot of the Bhagavatam. I know all these listeners, they are so happy dancing and listening to his Bhagavad Katha. I just speak very nice, simple way, whatever I heard from Gurudeva's mouth. According to the commentaries also of our Goswamis. Whatever Sanatana Goswami explained. Because Gurudeva, just now he was mentioning one like Hindi verse like this. Anyway, so I'm telling this. This is true. So we did not bring anything with us in this world. Actually, if someone really wants to enter the path of Bhakti, it's important to have Jnana and Vairagya, knowledge and realization. In our Acharyas explain, if you have Bhakti in your heart, automatically Jnana and Vairagya will come. You don't even need to endeavor separately to have knowledge and realization. If you really are doing Bhakti, the natural tendency of Bhakti is that Jnana and Vairagya automatically will appear. Like you have heard the glories of the Bhagavatam. Bhakti Devi had 2 sons, Jnana and Vairagya, knowledge and renunciation. Because if someone has Bhakti in the heart, then naturally, 2 sons automatically will also come. My 2 sons. Who? Jnana and Vairagya. So again, knowledge means knowledge about God. So there is Tom Padartha Gyan, knowledge about Lord. Sorry, Tom Padartha Gyan, knowledge about the soul. Tat Padartha Gyan, knowledge about God. Jiva Brahmaikigana, knowledge about the unity between God and the soul. This Jiva's Brahma, we should give up this knowledge. But 2 knowledge that we should accept. Tat Padartha Gyan actually means Bhagavad Tata Gyan. This will also come. And Tom Padartha Gyan means also the knowledge of the soul, Atma Gyan. So these 2 knowledges will come automatically. If you follow Bhakti, these automatically come. So Bali Maharaj is giving this dana, like giving donation, charity, all these things. This is karma kanda, path of karma. This, by the path of karma and Jnana, the jivas, because they are going so far, and Bhakti completely,
क्या क्या आता है?
it's covered from the heart of the
इसलिए
jiva.
कर्म और ज्ञान कर्म के त्याग
So that's why I have to give up the path of
एकमात्र
karma and
शुद्ध
gyan.
भक्ति का
I
हमें
should only
आश्रय
follow
करना चाहिए।
Shuddha Bhakti.
फिर तो इसलिए भगवान इसी को डर दिखा रहे हैं।
So Bhagavan is
ये
showing
बलि
this.
महाराज को दिखा
Bali
रहे हैं,
Maharaj is
ये
showing.
सबको
So
आरती
Bali Maharaj was
दिखा
performing
रहे हैं।
five sacrifice in these things.
इसके द्वारा क्या होता है हमारे
By these
भक्ति
five
से भी
sacrifice,
धीरे-धीरे
Bhakti Devi becomes also
और
covered.
भक्ति यदि हृदय प्रकाशित नहीं
If Bhakti
हो,
doesn't appear in
हम
the
भगवान
heart,
की प्रार्थना भगवान के दिखा रहे हैं, ये दान
by the story of,
दोष क्या है?
so something belongs to God, everything belongs to God. So you see, again offered to God, this is very nice.
देना नहीं चाहिए।
But Shukracharya told Bali he should not give.
भगवान बलि महाराज के बोले, आप देना चाहते हो, आप मुझे क्या करो? आचमन करो।
If you want to give me, do Achaman before.
आचमन करने के लिए बैठे,
Then
तो गंगा से उधर उसे
Bali
पानी
Maharaj was
डालो,
going to
नहीं
do
आया।
Achaman, but it
तो
was not
भगवत
coming water
भगवान
from
समझ
the
गए, उनके
Achaman
गुरु
pot.
कैसे?
And then
इसलिए कहा जाता है, असत वो
Vamanadeva understood actually it was because of the Guru, Shukracharya. He was not a bona fide Guru. So he did one hole in the Achaman pot and he entered inside and he was not allowing the water of the Achaman to come out. Then Vamanadeva Bhagavan told, maybe there is some petal or some stickings, like some flower, like it's not allowing the water to come through the hole. So let's put like a broomstick or some stick here, some not broomstick, but like some stick here to clean this hole. Like something like. So the stick actually he poked the eye of Shukracharya. That's why he's also called Kana Shukracharya. He's blind from one eye. Then he left to run away with one eye bleeding. So when he did Achaman, so here our acharyas explain, there's a bona fide guru and someone who is not a bona fide guru, not a bogus guru. Who is that? Bogus guru, who is a bona fide guru? Who is? So what is the symptom of a bona fide guru? So what is the symptom of bona fide guru and a bogus guru? Our acharyas explain. That the guru is not a guru, if that guru who cannot give us Krishna Bhakti. That's not a guru. That's not a bona fide guru. Who cannot manifest Shuddha Bhakti in our hearts. That mother and father is not an actual mother father. If they also cannot give us Bhagavad Bhakti. Our best friend, that person who can give us Krishna Bhakti. In the Chaitanya Bhakti Charitamrita we see he's a real guru. He's a real friend. A person who can give us Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prem. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Mahaprabhu told his mother, oh my mother, people of this world, they are studying, working to get money. But oh my mother, I want to give you the wealth of Krishna Prem. So the real guru is someone who, some person can give us Krishna Prem. So that guru is not a guru, is actually bogus guru. Shivaji himself, he told Devi Parvati, to get a bona fide guru is something so rare actually. But the bogus gurus, they are giving material things, actually they are cheating followers. But the bona fide guru, they want to give Krishna Prem to the disciples. They are giving Krishna Prem. Gurava Bhava Santi. You can find gurus in this world, but who want to exploit the disciple of the monies and use for their own sense gratification. But the bona fide guru, he used the wealth and everything of the disciple, uses it in the service of Lord.
वो
that guru who is not using the service of Lord, it's useless actually,
इसलिए इसी
useless.
प्रकार सुन करके देखो
So listening,
उस
saying this way,
समय बलि महाराज ने क्या की
what did Bali Maharaj do?
शुक्राचार्य ने त्याग दिया
He gave up his own guru Shukracharya.
गुरु असत गुरु है
That guru who is a bogus guru should give up on him. Sorry, a guru who is only absorbed in sense gratification.
उस गुरु को त्याग देना चाहिए
You have to give up that guru.
बलि महाराज ने क्या की शुक्राचार्य के
Bali Maharaj gave up Shukracharya.
बामन देव के निकट आप फिर आचमन करके
Then he did Achaman.
आप अपने त्रिपाद भूमि आप
Okay, so now measure the 3-step length.
एक पैर के द्वारा सब पृथ्वी लोक के
Because with the first foot, Bhavadev took all Prithvi Loka. With the second foot, he measured until Swarga. Shastra explains that when his foot was after Sargalok, after Brahmalok, his foot touched the Brahma Kataksha, like the edge of the universe. And then the water was there. Then Lord Brahma washed his feet and kept his water pot. It's called Sharanamta of God. Later on, this Bhagirath in the dynasty of Sagar Maharaj, this king, he performed hard austerities, and then he was able to bring some of this water, actually one drop of the water of the pot, one drop, he brought to this world, which is known as Ganga. Ganga, Mandakini in this Svargaloka, in this world it's called Bhagirathi, and in the Patalok is known as Bhagavati. So Shastra explains these 3 streams of water of Ganges. And the point. Okay, where should I put my 3rd foot? 3rd foot, when he manifested 3rd foot, Bali Maharaj thought, why? But I have already given everything to Bhagavan, but I haven't given myself. Then he said, Prabhu, please place your super confidential and rare lotus feet on my head. So then Bhagavan put his foot on the head of Bali Maharaj and sent him to Sutalok. He was also bound by Varun Pash, some ropes of Varun, something. So all this described, maybe Maharaj will speak. Anyway, when Bali Maharaj lost everything to Vishnu, his daughter told, first I saw that boy and thought he was a really beautiful boy, I wanted to breastfeed him. Actually, he's a cheater. So I will put the Kalput poison on my chest and kill that boy, I'll kill him. Then Bhagavan Deva, actually in his mind, he thought, look, I am Bhagavan, you cannot kill me. But certainly, I will drink milk from your breast. In the Krishna Leela, Ratnavali, she came as Putana. And this katha is very beautiful. Putana Mokshan Leela, described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Here I'll stop my speech and check out.